whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today I would like to talk to you about, well, I think it's one of my favorite Macallan. It's the Macallan Classic Cut. Now the Classic Cut was launched in 2017, and I think you could see it, or at least I do, I see it as sort of an homage to the Macallan from an era gone by, because this is exclusively sherry matured, and it was, when they launched the Fine Oak series, that was the first time that bourbon casks made their introduction at the Macallan. This is 100% sherry matured, and so for me this is a bit like old school Macallan, a modern interpretation of old school Macallan. Let me put it that way. So 100% sherry matured, and it's a limited release that is released every single year, launched for the first time in 2017, and it's matured on sherry casks. That's not entirely true. It's not entirely. They are matured on sherry seasoned casks. That's right. They're very transparent about it as well. They put it on their boxes, they put it on their labels, you can tell. So what they do is they have casks that they send to a bodega in Jerez, Spain, right? They have sherry put on the casks, and after the sherry hogsheads have, been impregnated, if that's the correct word, with the sherry, then the sherry is dismissed and the casks are returned to the master of wood at the Macallan. And then he delivers them to the very demanding specifics of the master distiller, or at least the box said it's a very demanding master distiller, to be filled with the spirit of Macallan. And then it matures for several years, and every year there is a Macallan Classic Cut since 2017. The Classic Cut 2020 has just been released, but I will be enjoying the very last of my Macallan Classic Cut from 2019. And this edition is bottled at a cask strength of, just finish off the bottle already, is bottled at a cask strength of 52.9% ABV. There we have it, the Macallan Classic Cut 2019. Look at that color. And that's of course from the sherry casks, because it's non-colored in this case. So this is natural color, and it is a deep amber to almost, even almost bronze-like. Anyway, look at those beads coming down the glass. Will you look at that? Big fat tears, promising a full-bodied single malt from the Highlands. These Macallan Classic Cut 2019, 52.9% ABV on the nose. And now the first thing I smell is in fact the oak, is the wood. And that does not make me happy at first, because I get a lot of wood smoke and a bit of tannins. But if you leave it to breathe for a while, which was why I was, waltzing it around in my glass like this a few moments ago, is because if you leave it to breathe and it gets some air, then suddenly, it really makes me happy. Then you get this beautiful mix of oranges, fresh figs, strawberries even, a bit of dates, a bit of quince. It's very fruity. It's very round and rich, in fact. And if you leave it some more, here we go. You have to take your time with this one, because it becomes a bit, I'm not sure if they're going to like this when I say this at Macallan's. It turns a bit candy-like. I'm getting like some red lace candy, or even some fruit roll-ups. You know those? Funny, but good. At least I think so. Yeah. But like I said, you have to give this nose a bit of time, and then it opens up beautifully on the palate. Creamy, but immediately, quite spicy. And the 52.9, you can feel it, but I do not feel the inclination to add some water here. It does not really need it, but it is feisty. It is very spicy, but also very sweet. Spicy in the sense of, I get some ginger, some black pepper, some bakery spices, and even a tad of cinnamon. But the fruity notes, again, it's mostly orangey. Orange, zesty even. It's good. I get some sultanas. Then some red fruit is coming through now. But lots of spiciness. The spiciness and the fruit, but it remains balanced though. I have to this is good. This is good. This is the kind of malt that I like to put on the table when friends are visiting, because I'll be honest, it looks great and it tastes very good. This is a very mature, rich, round, a very satisfying malt. Let me put it that way. Just And then that finish. Quite long, spicy, a bit drying, leaving the mouth cloyed with some candied syrup. Oh, this is liquid dessert, you know, this is, it's an after dinner dram. Forget about the coffee. Just put this on the table after your dessert and everyone will be quite happy. This is an impressive Macallan in my opinion, and this is around for 125 euros, I think. Well worth seeking out. This is a very satisfying dram, which reminds me a little bit of Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. So, Christmas will be upon us quite soon, so have your loved ones, drop them a hint and put this Macallan classic cut under your Christmas tree. You will thank me later. And that's all for this Whisky Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whisky Ramblings real soon. And until then, may them all be with you. Bye bye.